right, hello you guys, what is up? Welcome back to another vlog. It is another week on REI and I am so happy because it is just such a wonderful schedule. I'm also just learning so much from this doctor. I saw embryos today because we did two frozen embryo transfers. The embryo has been growing in an incubator, and which I saw his lab today, and I saw all of the incubators that have all of the embryos in them. I saw the like cryo bank for with all the sperm, like the frozen sperm. I am really enjoying this rotation, and it makes me kind of bummed that I'm not going to do a fellowship in it. I do not want to do a fellowship in it, primarily because it's just like very focused, and I feel like I will just be completely away from all of the other like parts of obstetrics and gynecology that I don't want to be that specialized. But I'm really excited to take on all of this knowledge and expand my own practice when I am practicing. But I was just told today that if I intend to have children, I need to have them in the next 2 to 4 years because of the risk of infertility dramatically increasing, you know, kind of starting at 36, and then at 40 and beyond is when people have a lot of issues with infertility. But I am, you know, 31, so it is kind of time to start thinking about that stuff, which Patrick and I have, and it is just crazy to really think about. So as you get older, you have less eggs to ovulate, but more importantly, when we age, the rates of having an aneuploid egg that you ovulate are much higher, which can lead to, you know, miscarriages and infertility essentially. And so age is the most important factor for being fertile or not. And unfortunately, as we get older, you know, our bodies are just not equipped to do those things as well as they used to be when we were younger. So yeah, just things that stress me out that I'm not going to do anything about in this moment because I'm not in a position to have a baby right now. But maybe in my 4th year of residency, Patrick and I have kind of talked about it, and we'll just kind of see where we are in that stage of life. I'm gonna head home and enjoy our new space because we just moved last week, if you watched that vlog. I love our new home. It is beautiful. This is not sponsored in any way, but I just wanted to share with you. I use this Blink security system from Amazon. I prefer this over Ring. Ring is really expensive actually, so it's just unnecessary. When I was little, our house was broken into, and I remember feeling so violated when that happened, and I don't want it to ever happen again. And obviously having cameras does not prevent anyone from breaking in your house, but at least maybe you can catch them, and it might deter people, you know, when you have cameras all around. In other news, our move went so well, and I am so happy to be in this space. Beautiful, like it's perfect. We met a bunch of neighbors already and they are wonderful. I will have to show you more of it throughout this vlog, but as you can see already, it is just so much brighter, bigger, the ceilings are taller. It's so much more of our vibe than the other place. My skin has been very dry, so I'm going to be using the Aesop Blue Chamomile Facial Hydrating Mask. This stuff is great for dry skin. I washed my face in the shower with this Caudalie foaming cleanser. Patrick should be home soon, and it's time to start getting dinner set up. Still, oh wow. No, good choice.
I was digging through the bottom shelf.
Having kimbap. We also got some kimchi from Costco that we'll do with our meal. Some Thai wheat noodles from Trader Joe's. Ooh.
I thought that was your guy.
I thought it was too.
Kylo Ren?
Yeah.
Yes.
I got excited. I was like, Adam Driver, boy, what you doing? since being on this REI rotation, I have had the routine of getting up pretty early in the morning, and then I will make a coffee, get my breakfast ready, and then I will do some studying and then go to the gym and then go to clinic. I have that much time. And I have been using, finally, this iPad that Patrick gave me a long time ago. I haven't really found a purpose for it yet, but now I am using it strictly as a notebook. So I've been reading ACOG practice bulletins, getting ready for Creogs. And while in preparation for Creogs, I've also been wanting to share more with you guys and do more educational segments in my videos. Amazing cup of coffee. I actually wanted to share with you guys our newest addition to the family. Patrick and I have been searching for a new coffee machine for a while now because we're over the whole pod situation. They're not good for you. They're not good for the environment. We wanted something that uses fresh beans, that makes a legitimate cup of coffee and how it's supposed to taste. We went researching, and this is not sponsored by Terra Cafe, but they did send me this machine, just disclosing that there. Outside of this little partnership I'm doing, we actually were very invested in getting this machine anyways because we heard the greatest reviews. It looks really nice. It works great. And there's really no complaints about it. And we love it. We have made, I think, like 90 coffees so far from it. And we've saved almost $400 from all of those coffees because you just save so much money from making it at home, and it's so good, you guys. It's so convenient and customizable. Like I can be from my bed and use their app and brew my coffee from bed or have it be ready when I'm ready to run out the door in the morning, which is so nice. It's also very customizable because you can have any sort of combination of drink ever, and I think it totals to like over 100,000 different combinations of drinks because you can customize every little detail of it. It's super low maintenance. It cleans itself. Like I said, it does automatic updates. You just touch a button, and very user friendly, and I appreciate that. And it looks really good on the counter, which is a plus for us since we want an aesthetic looking kitchen. You guys should check them out. I have all the details in the description box. You won't regret it. It's the best cup of coffee that you'll ever have. I'm gonna finish reading this PCOS bulletin and then get ready to go to the gym and then go to clinic. So that's it. I came home for lunch / breakfast. Classic egg tacos with avocado and then some turkey bacon. It exploded, baby.
No bueno.
I am making dinner now, very quick dinner. Patrick's doing like a chicken bake from Costco.
Don't tell me that.
He never had a chicken bake from Costco before the other day, and he wants to have them before RFK takes them off the market.
I want to see the original.
He wants the original before they're changed because they're probably not that good for you. So I'm gonna make a quick dinner. Super easy, super quick, and then these are also from Costco. This is my favorite brand of all time. I love these ones. They're so good. They feel healthy. The ingredients are simple. Dinner is served. Regardless of the space, I feel like Patrick and I will continue to have dinner on the floor. Not because we want to watch TV, sometimes we don't even have it on, but we just enjoy the floor versus sitting at the table. Right, I'm home from clinic. It was a pretty cool morning. Why, do you ask? Because I got to do an intrauterine insemination, IUI. That was how I was conceived, via IUI, and so it was so cool to do. The procedure itself was actually very quick. It took maybe 40 seconds. Took more time to put the speculum in than the procedure itself. A lot of patients have anteverted uteruses, so they tip forward. Mine actually is very retroverted, so it tips really far back. Most people have anteverted uteruses, so it's kind of up, but the bladder sits here. So if you get them to have a full bladder, it can flatten everything out versus it being like this. You have the bladder full and then you have like a straight shot vagina, cervix, uterus, and you don't have to use really a tenaculum or anything on the cervix to straighten out the uterus. So we had the sperm sample, which had been spun down in a centrifuge and was placed into a different sort of media, and it's like a concentrated sample of it. I just put the speculum in, and then you have the sample inside the catheter, and then you just follow the trajectory of the uterus and go to the fundus and just place the sperm sample there. And it was super quick. Took everything out, and that was that. And I did IUI today for the first time. And so it was pretty special because that's how I was conceived, via IUI. And so doing it for somebody else was quite a very special moment. And home for the morning. I only have a little bit of time here, and then I have to head to the hospital for didactics, and then we have journal club today. In residency, you have didactics, and it's part of the ACGME situation, and so it's kind of just learning time. I wanted to show you this. The doctor gave me this mug, and I thought it was so funny. It's the infertility clinic. Yours is a very rare case because bunnies always have babies, and they're very fertile. So that was sweet. I'm going to have a snack or two, and I'll talk to you in a second. Yeah, Tori, what's it like being a first year? How are you doing?
I feel like today is not the day for acting. In general, it's mostly nice. And then you have some days, and it's not so nice. And today is one of those days.
Okay, but you're doing great.
I'm doing okay.
Good. Run! Me too, it's okay. We're leaving Journal Club.
The cheetah print road is kind of vivid.
It is kind of...
I wish I was wearing that right now.
I know.
I just want you know. Oh, now we have to get the phone.
Is that your car? It's your car.
Why?
They knew I was coming. Oof. I am back from Journal Club. Ooh, what is my password? Using my work computer right now to try and figure out what the plan is for tomorrow, because I'm actually interviewing people tomorrow for our residency. I'm very excited. I did this last year, and it was really fun to just talk to people and hear their stories and why the heck they want to come to our program. We have a sub-I with us right now who actually showed me today that there's a blurb on Reddit about me, and there's a bunch of like Reddit threads, and my name is in them, and whatever. I don't care because people want to talk and just talk about things on a forum. Go ahead. I don't mind. And it's not really anything bad. But then there's this one OBGYN residency match for 2024-2025, and it lists all these programs. And then for my particular program, there's a huge blurb and different people commenting their assumptions about me and saying that I look miserable and still am despite having a fiance and all of these things. And it doesn't bother me at all, because it's just people will get things from your content, and that's just then their perception of you. Residency is really rough, and people process it differently, and it's rough for pretty much everyone. I think they're alluding to when I was a first year resident last year, and I was very miserable. A week in my life condensed into 10 to 12 minutes. There are so many other external factors that I don't show, and I'm sure many other people who put out content on the internet, you don't see their whole life. People will make assumptions and have perceptions of you based on the small bit that they see of you, and I don't mind that at all. I think that's why I've been able to last on the internet for so long, is because that doesn't bother me, like the perceptions that people build about me. But I felt like I needed to say something, and so I inserted my 2 cents into this blurb, and I was like, hey, this is me, Rachel, and I wanted to say that I'm not miserable, and my residency is actually probably one of the best. It is probably the best case scenario. And despite it being the best case scenario, it can still be really difficult and rough, and you can have hard times, and you know, it's not normal for someone to work 80 hours a week. It's not normal for someone to be up for 25, 26 hours straight working and dealing with acute things and operating, you know, at 4 a.m. off of no sleep. Like, those aren't normal things. And so a normal response is to be maybe perceived as miserable, because that is normal. If there's someone who is perfectly functioning in all of those circumstances, I would be worried. It's just not normal. I just thought it was funny to see that. It comes with the territory of being online, and I don't mind it. And anyways, that was a very long conversation chat. I don't know how much is going to go in the vlog actually, but I need to figure out what the heck's going on for tomorrow. I was calling a bunch of patients this morning, going over like their clinic results and such. I need to get set up a little bit more here. This is the workstation. I need to get my charger for this one. I will be right back. Oh, that took all day, you guys. I do not miss interviewing for residencies. Oh my gosh. It is so tough, and I really don't miss it at all. Today was actually the only day that I was interviewing for this cycle, and I hope that I can do it next year and the following year, because I really like interviewing and it's fun, and I feel like I can take a lot of tips and make a video about it. All of you who are applying this cycle, you should feel really proud of yourselves, because I feel like these applications get more and more thick or dense with really great works of like accomplishments, because it's getting so competitive to get into residency. Like, every single specialty is really hard to get into, it seems, or it gets harder each year, and you need a better score, you need more volunteer experience, you need more research. Like, you need to have so many different hats as a medical student, and that's so exhausting. So for those of you applying, you should give yourselves a big pat on the back, because it's really hard. And then it's also hard to just condense this application down for us to pick to interview you, and then we have to somehow go through your application and then get to know you as a person in 15 minutes through the internet. It's really difficult, and I recognize that. Anyways, it went well and I had a lot of fun doing it, but oh my gosh, I'm tired of sitting in front of that camera, and I do, like I said, do not miss interviewing in any capacity.